So my name is Max O'Connor. I'm a USN ambassador, USN athlete, and I've been competing for the past 12 years. I am currently 2 days out from the PCA South Pacific Championship, 7 days out from the PCA Worlds, and 21 days out from the NABBA Universe, which is this year's goal. Last year was a good year, to be honest. We came off the back of a hip operation, had a quick turnaround, and what did we do last year? We had PCA, the JP Grand Prix, which was a really good show. We took class and overall at that one. Qualified for the PCA British, which was held a week ago, but unfortunately I wasn't ready to compete at that one. Condition was still off and I didn't want to get on stage at like 80%. Following that, last year we did the NABBA Universe, and we got second place, which was a runner-up. Came second to a guy from South Korea, a guy called Lee Chul, a really, really good guy. Probably had a few more gym years on top of me in terms of adding muscle tissue, so I had no problems in losing out to him. So we're just going to go back. We're going to have another crack this year with an improved physique. We're coming in 3 kilo heavier than last year and a little bit tighter, so hopefully we can get the first place this time. To be honest, my off seasons, personally for me, I tend to stay away from the gym. I'll go back to like normal life, man. I normally do 6 months completely away from bodybuilding. I eat what I want, I drink what I want. I'm maybe in the gym three days a week. Everything gets hit in those 3 days, and it's just maintenance for me. And then when the 6 month deadline comes around and I'm 6 months out from a show, that's when I really start to work. So yeah, my off season isn't maybe as structured as some of the other guys on the circuit, but it's always worked for me. And I'm coming in 3 kilo heavier this year without having to put any stress on my body for the whole 12 months, so it's easy. Normally it doesn't bother me. Once I start, I like to get them out of the way. So I think the most I've ever done is 6 on the bounce, and I actually ended up improving as I was going through, and came out in my best condition on the 6th one. So the only thing that may be an issue this year, and I don't want to make any excuses at all because we can deal with the problems as they arise, but we fly out to China late Saturday night. We arrive at the hotel late Sunday night in China, and then I think I'm on stage midday on the Monday, which is going to be a new experience for me, especially with all that travelling and having to have such a quick turnaround in a short space of time. Then we leave China Wednesday, we land back in the UK Thursday, and then I'm on stage again on the Sunday at the PCA Worlds. So yeah, we're going to see how that works out, but we're just going to give it the best shot, you know. I'm not going to make any excuses. I think I'm as long as my body fat's down, which it is, then I'm going to be sharp enough to get on any stage in the world right now. So I'm happy with it. Yeah, that's you know, I always aim to be. I don't think I've ever stepped on a stage when I would say that I'm out of condition. I hate excuses. You know what I mean? I hate people say when they always come after a competition, they turn around and they mess their waters up, or they were retaining something or some sort of bollocks. But can I say bollocks? Yeah. Say some sort of bullshit about that, and normally 99% of the time they weren't retaining anything. They were still fat when they started their carb up, so that's why you're still holding body fat. You know, you're retaining body fat, you're not retaining anything else. So although I like to go on stage sharp for every competition, I'm going to throw everything at the Mr. Universe this year. I'm not going to hold anything back. I'm going to make sure that I'm ready a few days out, and then just monitor it by the hour, I think, for a good 4 days as we run into it. So no excuses for that one. I never had any excuses last year, you know. I came second to the better guy, so hopefully this year I'm going to be the better guy. In my spare time, mate, when I'm on bodybuilding, that's normally all I'm doing. I'm bang on it. But when I'm away from bodybuilding, mate, I'm so far away from it. Do you know what I mean? I'm still a rugby lad at heart, really. I still enjoy the social side that comes with that. So yeah, I do like a beer. I do like to enjoy my time away from the stage and away from the gym as best I can. And that's how I get my balance, and that's what works for me. So that's how I'm going to keep it like that, man. Well, this is my 10th year with USN as a brand. They've been supporting me for 10 years, and to be honest, I couldn't ask for a better company to be with, you know. The industry's changed a lot. The fitness industry's changed a lot in terms of social media and marketing and products and everything like that, but you know, those guys have stuck with me even when I've had injuries and illness, and I've missed, I say this is my 12th year competing, but I've probably missed 4 years with injury, with having hip operations. I had to have my ankle rebuilt, I had to have my chest done as well, so yeah, they've stuck with me for the whole time. So couldn't ask for much more of a sponsor, because bodybuilding, you don't really get a lot. You don't really get a lot back. So to have a company like USM behind you is decent. Advice now is so different starting out now compared to when I was starting out, because obviously you've got social media, so everybody's just looking at the best guys. Everyone's just looking at everyone's a hero on social media. Everyone's looking at who's the best and all this, and it's bullshit again, isn't it? So when I started, we didn't have that. You know, the guys that we looked at were the local guys down the gyms and stuff like that. And you know, being in an area like Birmingham, you're lucky because you've got local guys like Ernie Taylor, like Dorian Yates, like Leroy Davis, people like that around. I think a lot of kids or younger men looking at getting into the sport, they jump straight onto social media, onto Instagrams, onto things like that, and they see guys that have been training for 10, 15, 20 years and built the physique they want. And it's really easy to start looking for shortcuts. I mean, anyone who goes to the gym that wants to lift weights to get a better physique is going to look for shortcuts. But when you're seeing it rammed down your throat like that all the time, people are trying to rush the process, normally trying to rush the process with drugs and things like that as well, which people need to be so careful of now. There's stuff out there like people are rinsing insulins, people are rinsing peptides, IGFs, things like that, which is just, they're not looking at the long, like that stuff's dangerous, you know. Get on, do a smart cycle, get off again, and when you're off, cleanse your body, get rid of it. But just people are trying to do 10 years worth of work in 10 months now, and you're seeing that look more and more on the stage with guys carrying big muscle, but it's blimped out, bloated muscle. It's like everyone talks about, you know, bodybuilding's going down the ugly route, but kids need to be careful, definitely younger guys, you know, it takes time, definitely takes time. Don't rush it. Chill. Mate, do you know what? I've been prepping so long now and doing these competitions so long. I used to, when I was younger, I used to have a little book. I used to write stuff in that, like, if I wanted to eat something after a show, I'd be like, yeah, I'm going to write that down. And then I'd have a day and I'd just go and, because I was on the diet and I was so strict, I'd just go and binge on everything, mate. But food doesn't bother me anymore, do you know what I mean? I can eat what I want. I'll probably go and have one meal, and if I could go and have any meal, I'm such a basic bitch, it'd probably be a Five Guys. I just want a Five Guys and some chips. But that would do me. And then after I've had that and I'm hydrated again, the urge to eat crap goes. But I'm not a big foodie. I'm not a big eater, even when I'm off season. Which it has its benefits, but then it has its drawbacks because I've struggled to get the calories in when I am trying to grow. But yeah, mate, Five Guys. Oh fuck, I could eat a Five Guys now. I might just fuck this comp off and go and have a Five Guys.